touch on. In Overpass, of course, it was Cammy that was dropping off. Cammy wasn't the factor. She was there. She was arriving in that best of 3. The head-to-head needs to go her way against Younger, and that's going to be very difficult indeed.
Yeah, Younger is an absolute monster. The best AWPer in South America at the moment. She's going to have everything in her hands in this series with elimination on the line. The playoffs looming for one of these two teams. Which one from Brazil will strike first?
And of course, Nuke was the pick of Black Dragon, so they're starting on the T side. So that's already a little bit of a detriment. Utility and a kit on Julie, and Younger taking significant space outside. See you later, Sinon.
Yeah, there's Younger getting the opener already. And yeah, this veto feels very good for B4. Starts well on this pistol. Poppins can't quite connect from the heavens. Good smoke, and they're actually going to drop. I like this. You've got contact in heaven. You know those 2 players outside. Drop down.
We're very loud about this, though. That's the thing. Now the rotates can come in towards ramp, and you don't need to force the issue here if you're B4. You can sit back, play the numbers game. Goddess tapping away towards the back of sight. It's a lot of damage done.
Yeah, a little awkward fight there. Younger, that's a nice headshot. She's looking sharp with it. A scary prospect if you are the Black Dragons. And another one for Younger, of course. Goddess gets the other. And Nani with the final, but a beautiful pistol from B4.
Yeah, that's where it gets really scary. At least Black Dragons are afforded the bomb plant to get a little bit of money extra in their pockets, but how clean was that from B4? Everyone takes the fight, everyone crunches on the retake at the same time, which really leaves limited options for Black Dragons coming in this post-plant situation. You're having a real difficult time trying to isolate all of these gunfights, and even when you get the opportunities, such as Anna and such as Cammy, you just get absolutely eviscerated.
Yeah, Younger, beautiful shots with the USP. AWPers tend to be quite good when it comes to pistols. You see it on display there. Despite the bomb plant, Black Dragons going for the more conservative approach. Will just be a few pistols out in the mix for them. I've got a lot of control outside, so that's something. Younger is up in the heavens. Should be definitely aware of the possibility. Has to be careful. Brought down actually quite low from that dink. Oh, from the beneath as well, and the bomb's been planted.
Awesome. Fantastic stuff out of B4. Not B4, BD. It gets confusing. Frankie said it would. Younger has fallen off.
She might have missed the little thing that you meant to land on. Oh.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's
Bomb will
fine.
be defused. It's all good. No worries. You can defuse it, guys. It's all good. You should hear those footsteps. Yeah, okay. Stick it. No worries. Only 1 kill. And then M4 collected. Where did it go? Oh, I see. She was getting chased down and dropped. That's unfortunate. And hey, it's an M4 collected.
I was going to say, that's still kind of a win, really, if you're Black Dragons. The fact that you get the bomb plant yet again, back-to-back rounds, you save an M4 and carry that one over. Oh, here we go. Ouch.
Yeah, I gotta wonder how they got so much space outside there, right? I feel like Younger was kind of responsible for that, was playing quite passive in towards heaven, wasn't really peeking, allowed them to get up very close and overwhelm her.
At the end of the day, it's still around in the books for B4, but Black Dragons can bring out the investment as well as all the utility. This is faster paced. Blown the door off Squeaky, got smoke in towards main, and immediate response with the utility back from the CT side.
Yeah, a lot of utility, but no commitment from the back of it. Goddess has capitalized on the space of that and gotten up very close.
This is new as well, because B4 didn't really take this deep control outside against Na'Vi Javelins, but here, I guess, against a familiar opponent, they feel a lot more comfortable to do so.
Yeah, she needs some support. Younger is going to make her way over to help on out. Can take some of the flak. This will be a nice setup. Goddess takes first contact. And Younger can swing, but smokes land. Oh, the spam is perfect. And look at the distraction. Goddess gets a freebie. 2 fall to her. Cammy now on the other side. Can't do a thing to the 5-7. Goddess has done it all. Not a lick of damage. What can you do? Absolutely nothing. Younger and Goddess with all 5 between them.
Yeah, that's textbook Counter-Strike coming in. A classic bait and switch. The idea and the dream gets sold even further by the fact that Younger's spam is a success. And what I really like is Goddess is taking a lot of the initiative here, actually leading from the front in a lot of these scenarios. But, I mean, what can you do against that?
I think that's a free AWP as well, right? That can be collected on over for Younger. Doesn't need to invest into it. Goddess getting hyped. Another very vocal member of the team.
Good future-proofing as well, right? I mean, you keep the MP9s. You understand that the money is going to be a little bit battered and bruised for Black Dragon. So you got now possibilities on Poppins to kind of farm up some cash. A lot of aggressive space being taken outside. That's the key component for Black Dragons. Lee, not quite catching the kill on towards Juliet ramp.
Oh, Younger. It's a shot on the wide swing, but gonna reposition. Oh, Anna catches her there. Nice shot. That's unfortunate. Goddess also forced on back. That's a AWP now in the hands of Cammy. Poppins feels like she needs to get aggressive. Luckily wins out the fight.
Good reaction. Feels a little bit claustrophobic when you're losing space and ground outside, so you take lobby instead. Goddess dealt with Babs, but there's still Anorex on the bomb site.
Yeah, did they hear her drop? That's the question. It's being held 4, and Nani wins out the fight. Cammy now wants to get up close with the AWP, can't quite hit the quick scope.
Clean round. Yet again, you got good reactions, but the amount of space that Black Dragons are gathering, it feels pretty decent. It feels quite nice. The fact that they're able to secure that, it's because of the variation of the CT setup. You've got the player in towards Secret instead. Younger missing an opportunity. Here being caught off guard, but the reaction to pushing towards lobby is perfect.
Yeah, it's really great stuff from B4. Shows that discipline with the protocols here on Nuke. That's kind of why I was mentioning the veto does feel very good for B4. Black Dragons have the unfortunate draw of just having a bad veto against them, and Younger opening up the door, gets a kill. Babs does get one outside. Babs has been a powerhouse with the rifle for this team. Certainly the player to watch in my mind. And again, so much space allowed for them.
Run boost here. Clever. Now you can peek from the other side of Heaven. Potentially going to be caught off guard. No, spotted. Julie collects the information, gives over that it's not the secret play. Instead, they're trying to wrap yard.
Spots out 2. Has to be very careful. They're committing to this position. 2 players now coming up, looking to come around the corner. They've made a noise. Julie knows they're coming. Holding for them, gets one, but the trade is fast. A 3v3 now, still a player in the site. 2, in fact. Poppins and Nani are still here. Difficult ones to get past. That's the bomb as well. If that gets dropped, it gets scary. Young has fallen. And Poppins has just found one for free. 1v1, dropping on down straight into Poppins.
Yeah, that's a little bit scary there from Zion. You want to change your elevation there. You understand it. You're going to go straight into the line of fire. And Poppins on the swivel. Anchors down the bomb site effectively. Kind of gets a bit awkward here because these gun rounds, these mid rounds, it's always been the same purpose for Black Dragons. There's been no real variation. I want to see a little bit of a switch up here from them.
All things considered, a good recovery considering they did lose the opener with Younger peeking in through Squeaky. Comes down to the 1v1, and you felt like momentarily there was the advantage there, but not quite ready for Poppins to be in towards CT vent. Punishing position with Nani playing back silo. You're not expecting the only other player to be there.
Yeah, of course. It's just the quantity of players, and that's because they got the information by having this early rotate, the early protocol down secret for B4, so you can then 5-0, flawless. 5-star performance from B4 so far to kick things off. 1 MAC-10 and a Galil in the mix with Tech-9's bomb plant, the objective for Black Dragons as they try and make their way down vent, and Babs gets rid of Poppins and also onto Nani.
There she is, striking with 2 with the Tech-9. Poppins gets overwhelmed, wanted to get ahead of the smoke and do damage. Oh, Goddess, give them the kill. Lee drops on down, offers up her life, but 2 players so low. That incendiary goes a little bit too far, unfortunately. Although it does tickle Sin on a little bit. A difficult retake if they do want to go for it. Younger is setting up a flashbang. Goddess looks at her. How are you actually giving this a look in?
Oh, timing on that. Flashbang actually allows the MAC-10 to cross. Julie's in a difficult position. Has also been put on notice, and Alex is in on incredible stuff from them. Black Dragons finally get around on the board.
Yeah, I feel like they stuck around a little bit too long, a little bit too overconfident perhaps, feeling like they could, well, either pull off the retake or do damage, but always such a difficult position to do it from on the CT side. And Goddess and Julie were both less than half HP, so they kind of give up their lives there for free, and those are the sort of mistakes that you can't be making here with such an important series.
Yeah, of course, look, it's a change of pace, it's a variation because you're throwing caution to the wind because you've got the lesser weaponry. But Black Dragons do, in fact, find the success. Money still a little bit weak here for B4, but Young is on the AWP.
Yeah, when a T-side has 3 M4 A1Ss, you just know that the CT's really made mistakes in the previous round.
It'll be a ramp hit. Fantastic nade. Softens up a lot of these players, goes straight into Julie's path.
Yeah, the M4 A4 is going to be deadly from this position, but it's only the one. And are able to get the trade. Young comes on over, flashes on through, AWP in hand. Thought about going through that flame, but thinks better of it. Has to play passive, lets them down ramp.
At least it's still information. That means that Goddess can rotate over quite securely. Down in towards B. Control room window broken. Space looking to be taken by the CT side. Young has dealt with Cammy. There's a timer on Goddess's position.
Yeah, they're also low. Anna does clear her, though. A difficult position with the door open. And he arrives at the scene. 2 players in towards ramp. Poppins has to be the one that goes. Young has got the AWP. Look at the flank coming on through. Nani's about to get bullet to the back of the head. Anna arrives. Poppins making her way through now, slowly clearing. No one on the site itself. Lucky utility, though. Flames on the bomb. There goes that one smoke. Young are now coming on through. Time, such an issue here. Can't quite find any of the kills. That's a nice follow-up T round.
Yeah, solid after plant. Breaking open the control room windows. You actually lead with the utility first to prevent any access for Goddess to walk up towards the stairs. Gives you free reign of the bomb site, and then it's the wraparound onto the site from AnaX. Really essential. And you're right, the denial of utility, the limited factor of it. And now the economy really comes into play here for B4. Black Dragons, a solid response and potential to even close the gap further.
See that one back here. Really felt like Julie was good for a multi-kill there, and I guess what we've seen from her in the previous maps is she's been really stepping up in those multi-kill moments.
What's wild there is that Goddess actually forces her own death. She opens the door at double, and AnaX is on the bomb site to get that kill.
Yeah, it was so unfortunate. The bomb was planted in this weird position on the far side of the silo, and I think she was just sticking out the tiniest bit, but very narrow. Again, pace. They're straight on through to A. It's just a stack with the USPs, literally nothing invested for B4. Might waterfall over out of the heavens, raining on through the demons, coming through the skies, and well, they do get 1 and 2. Doing damage, bomb is planted. Julie almost another kill, but it's going to be denied.
Yeah, 2. Not the end of the world there for Black Dragons. B4 back on the bye in round 9. Be interesting to see responses. We've seen deep aggressive control coming out of Goddess towards Yard. Haven't seen a ramp push. Haven't seen too much else from B4. Maybe double ramp a possibility because Judah got overwhelmed in the prior gun round.
Fine, not the prettiest. No AWP. We've got a couple of FAMI out. For Massey. Good space outside. Smokes go on down, and they get 2 players down towards Secret. Actually, everyone's down. Anna's already on the site.
This is sweet. What a really good change of pace and direction out of Black Dragons. It's route 1. It's just the standard wall of smokes. They've even got the player that can hold silo to cut off these rotations, and AnaX is taking a lot of liberties in the amount of space that she's gathering because B4 are giving over a lot of respect.
Yeah, this round just felt free. They don't cut anybody on their path to B. Get the bomb on down. Easy as you like it. A couple of weapons to be saved if they're allowed it. But no reason for Black Dragons not to go for a little bit of a hunt. Take flight. Any fair maidens to capture. The fair maiden being the weapon. Capturing being denying it. It's a bad metaphor.
It was fine if you didn't explain it.
I think, you know, jokes are funnier when you have to explain them.
Yeah, I mean, that's like 90% of my humor.
Humor?
Yeah. Barely know her. Good kill from Babs, and yet again, AnaX taking a lot of space here. And you're right, hunt successful. 5-4, 1 round in it for Black Dragons after what was a 5-0 start. Momentum is swinging both ways early in this first half. And it's just those safe rifles that are now being supported by P250s, which, yeah, isn't the best sentence in the world.
However, the P250s, while they might not have the firepower, they've got the information. So much ground gathered outside, you know that no one's pushed through those secret smokes. You can now go reinforce elsewhere on the map. The M4 can come over towards ramp. Julie's here as well with the USP. Nani's going to strike Julie as well. Oh, they're doing it all. That information gathered and it results in so many kills. Julie with the USP gets 3. That is absolutely disgusting.
Are you serious? Are we... What on earth have I just watched? Julie shrugging the shoulders like, okay, sure, 3 kills. Maybe it's time to invert the octopus. Angry face.
Can we watch that back from Julie's perspective?
Oh, they okay. That's
yeah, cool.
wild.
That's kind of insane.
Cracked. And you're right, that's all based off that information that the P250s initially gathered.
Love when a plan comes together. Young assault back in hands. Oh, Lee's in front of the smoke. Bobman's out in the open. Caught. She was the only one defending. A bit messy from her, not expecting the aggression. The sole defender removed immediately.
With these smokes, it wouldn't even be a bad call to say.
Yeah, this is a risky retake. I don't know if you could go for this. You've only just got this weaponry back out off the back of that heroic round you won before. With 90 falling, get out, get out, get out, Younger. Run away. Run for your life. She will do just that.
It's one of those rounds where Black Dragons, it's a clean execute, it's a very well-designed round, but why is there only one player on the A-bomb site? Why is Poppins left completely alone?
Julia. Back and forth we go. Actually does kind of feel like Black Dragons have the edge here, despite the lead being in the hands of B4 at the moment. You consider the pistol, the follow-up, that first slew of rounds, 5 in a row. These gun rounds have been tricky. The only one that has really been won out was the USP doing magic.
I think now is the perfect time in the half to reflect on what Blair was saying on the desk. Look, you don't need to force these issues here if you're B4. Just play a standard round. Just wait for Black Dragons to make the move. Think about every time Black Dragons was trying to wrap Heaven, take the control, and it was B4 anchoring down the bomb sites, holding, waiting, playing very reactive Counter-Strike. They were winning it out.
Goddess going to secret early. Just going to tuck on in. Powerful position to be in. Yeah. Oh, no. Younger finds the kill for free. A shot through the smoke. I think it was just as it was landing. They were spotted. And now Goddess can do so much, but they dropped Vent in the meantime. Didn't quite catch that, but they made it down. Goddess is going to find 2. That sets up the retake.
Yeah. Look, it's a recovered round just from the extremity kills alone. Black Dragons insanely disjointed, but it was the offset, the misdirection that enables the bomb plant in the first place. And what you got to consider is it's already halfway ticked. They've got to get moving here, B4.
Yeah, Anna's running around, keeping them interested. They really do need to start moving. Babs is taking fights. She's low. Headbutts the flames. They're charging on through. Anna standing and fighting. And the bomb defused, denied. Babs has no health, but she's won the round purely from that. There's no time. It's going to go boom.
I can't believe that. What an insane round for Black Dragons. Just drop Vent instantly, rush the bomb plant. Anorex is getting all of this space to keep continuing, contesting ramp. And B4, their reactions, it's so slow after getting the Goddess double.
Yeah. I mean, how does that happen?
2v4.
There's just no response to the bomb making its way down Vent. So much focus put on towards the outside. And yes, they find success there. 3 kills, in fact. But it matters not. Your bomb site is conceded. They're in your base. And they're going for more. Goddess can't get it done. Still defender in the side. A smoke deployed. Nani supporting as well from Heaven. Gets a double kill. Poppins is still alive as well. The bomb is lost out in the open. How is Poppins still here? Surely Anna spams at some point. There it is. Catches her. Not quite ready for the swing, but Cammy is. Leaves it now on Younger. A 1 versus 3, but smokes in every direction.
Bomb has been planted.
It has to be a save. I think this is, again, maybe the second or the third round where we've seen B4 actually start a player in towards main. They're delegating so much control responsibility over towards outside and secret that it makes a lot less fortified. Poppins can't hold hut door as well. Needs the support from Younger or needs an extra rifle from Goddess. Can't hold every single one of these angles. Younger will at least find one, but now her position is revealed. Plenty of money to potentially go for the hunt, but instead, Black Dragons, they're just going to get 7 rounds.
Fantastic start early. Nuke has been difficult for Black Dragons to take to B4 historically. They're looking like a whole different beast here today. A mythical one at that.
Last time these two teams played on Nuke, B4 had 11 CT-sided rounds. Definitely not happening here. Best they can potentially achieve here is 8. And even that feels a little bit tricky.
Start the AWP out. Oh, Goddess wants to get up on high. Angle over the smokes. Anna's ready to line up the top site utility. Has Cammy by her side to support. And they've had so much success just coming on through. Why wouldn't you? Another hit comes on through. All the utility raining on in. Sidon finds the entry. And the follow-up as well. Younger misses her shot. Oh, Sana cannot be stopped. All 3 fall in her hands.
Got to be a save. Yet again. Has to be the retreat here. And look at the response as well. B4 had stacked the bomb site tooth and nail. There were 3 defenders in there, and they get completely shut out because this time it's yet another variation. It's not aggressive plays. It's not contact through squeaky. It's a full execute. The flashbangs rain over. You can't do a thing.
Cam, what can you do if you're B4? You got 3 players on the site itself. You got Younger there with the AWP. The utility and the timing was beautiful. That was executed textbook.
It's so smart. The timing and the call of that round to you stick with your same bomb site. You know the A bomb site is vulnerable, it's a weakness, but it's that slight variation in it. You go for the execute. And it prevails. I mean, look at the entry path in as well from Sidon. You've got to give a real testament to this because so many times players out a hut will try and work their way around the back of site. No, instead, goes around towards the front and she's screaming at them as well.
Yeah, get vocal. Why not? You're on LAN. Get loud with it. Younger. Oh, the flashbangs. That smoke is good, though. They drop down. The bomb's made it again. It's going to be on the B bomb site before you know it, but Poppins, she denies. Finally, they've found a solution.
Look at Ram.
Oh, no. Julie's caught off. They've come back up. B's still free. They can go back down. What a journey they've been on. Down the vent, up towards ramp, and back again. An unexpected journey. But it all ends the same. Bomb planted. Goddess is here, and, well, not for long. A 3-on-4 now. Cammy at the ramp with the AWP and 3 CTs on their way through. Babs falls on back, and Younger wins it out. Now they reposition. Information being gathered. Lee's in a powerful position behind the silo. Can choose her angles. 2 players in towards dark. That's dangerous. The Molotov flushes them out into the open, but time is ticking. And what a swing. It's only good for 1. And it's Sidon again against Younger. Time not in the favor of the AWPer. And Sidon wins it out. A 9-6 half for Black Dragons.
Yeah, they found the weakness. They exploited it. Very much familiar to Na'Vi Javelins on Nuke. Black Dragons stake a very strong claim here on their map pick.
Where would you be without a woman to be strong and bold and offer gentle hands to hold? Would you have made it here? Where would you be without a woman? Would your feet be on the ground? Or would you even be around? Where would you be without a woman? Well, I won't let it knock me down. I'm a queen, I wear my crown. Not ashamed to live my life. And I know I'll have a lot more fun 'cause I'm a woman.
I'm walking alone. This is your door. I'm walking alone. I'm going home. I'm walking alone. This is your door. I'm walking alone. Going home. I'm walking alone. This is your door. I'm walking alone. I'm going home. I'm walking alone. This is your door. I'm walking alone. Going home, everlasting, lasting is the long way where I believe I'm going day by day. It is a long, long road that's no good to a place where we're going, work it on day by day.
It's a battle between the mythological beasts, dragons taking on the demons. It's the dragons that are soaring.
Yeah, and look, it was actually the T side that I thought was going to be a problem for Black Dragons. That CT side has actually looked really good all tournament long. So that poses even more of a threat here for B4. Aggressive start, though, as the battle in towards ramp, and one in which the B4 wins out. But take a look at this flank. It's so quick.
Yeah, lobby crunch, but well, they know Anna fires off a shot with the dual Berettas. Leah's gotten down into control, but they are there fast. Younger runs her down, and both players spotted in towards the ramp. It's an awkward fight, and leaves it on alone. A 1v3. Pulls on back. Smart move. Bomb is going to A. Has a kit, no armor, flashbang, and her position well known. Gonna flash herself in, very nice, but Younger, a nice shot still, always good with the pistols.
I mean, fair enough, Black Dragons, that is a very interesting round to go for. It's so aggressive coming out of there. You're just trying to offset, you're trying to prevent B4. It is the Mary Poppins little
It's
funky
Mary
pop for
Poppins, and
yeah.
she's Poppins.
She had that in Yongshapin as well.
Yeah, that's so good. Sorry, I got really excited.
It's all good. But yeah, B4, the Glocks versus the USPs, there's always going to be one winner.
Forced back in from Black Dragons. They want to get this lead going. That's a bit of an awkward fight. A lot of damage done, but Goddess comes out ahead. AK can be juggled on over. Put that into the hands of Younger. Continue to push on forward. Cammy's here with the scout. Goddess is a single shot off death, and well, that one doesn't connect. The second one's a tag, and Sinon's gotten two with the pistols. Babs as well. They're managing to make this work. The force buy has got wings. We enter a 2v2, but the bomb is lost. Keep an eye on Julie, though. Oh, speaking of keeping an eye, was she spotted? Has managed to get on through. Don't think she was. Now she can come around and group up with her teammate.
Got utility. Could drop a molly here. That would really help. Instead, they double swing. They go for the fights. Can collect the bomb. Babs still being a nuisance, just trying to mess about with the audio. That allows the reposition of Lee up towards the vents. Smoke thrown in the face. She's going to play in amongst it.
Yeah, they have to force through. Time's an issue. Oh, Lee's caught on them. That flashbang connects, and it comes down to the 1v1 now. Babs with the recovered AK. They know she was down on B. But it could be heaven. It could be vent. And silently, Babs makes her way up and drops the Molotov, reveals her position. It has forced Nani into an uncomfortable spot. Babs creeps around. Get the side-by-side as she comes through the hut. Nani smartly repositioning, though. No contact out. Now she has the read. It has to be hut. Towards CT vent. There's just no way she can clear this. Time's such an issue as well, and Nani wins it out.
So clever. You understand there that, look, the molly's been thrown, but there's been no reaction off it. So you got the space to work with, you got the time, and it's the incredibly smart reposition. Nani holds her nerve and gets B4 a very good and essential round here.
Against the force as well. Comes down to a one-on-one. That's not enough to incentivize Black Dragons to keep it rolling. Instead, they've got the nade stack. Those are going to be deployed outside. Goddess actually dodges it all, gets the information on the jump, fall on back. Plenty of bullets in the chamber, but they run down. Two players that fall into the pistols. A little scary. Should be recovered here. Younger. Let's collect one. Nice shot as well on Tanarax.
Gets scary, though. The fact that the USPs do that much damage, you even know that they're coming with the nade stack, but B4 just wanted to get a few of those kills for themselves. Fortunately, only a couple of casualties. Crisis averted, but here comes the true test. First gun round on the server for both of these teams in the second half.
Black Dragons will have the better buy here. They got the AWP out on Cammy as well, who has been having a bit of a rougher one, but T-side AWPing can be tricky. Hopefully she can find a bit more success here on the defense. Fast towards Ram. Babs out in the open. Poppins just runs under her crosshair and runs and guns her down.
Yeah, I can't believe that. That is straight out of South America. So fast, so furious. And for Cammy, has to hit this shot, but can't manage it. Gets dinked as well, but will reposition. Goes for a second bite of the cherry. This is aggressive. It's going to cost her life.
Yeah, that headshot from earlier does a lot. It is here, though. That smoke is huge. Completely disrupts them. They tripled up there to fight down the stairway. Bomb still needs to get planted. There's two players in towards the door. It's a little freaky. Another smoke, though, can be dropped through it. Oh, Poppins. Two options. Can't choose. Falls. Toes being shot at, and Julie gets one. All now on Serrano X. Bomb still not planted, but time to work with for the T's.
Don't know if she spotted out Goddess, who jumped through the control room window. Repositions over towards double doors. That is open. And at X, the opportunity. The timing prevails. And now it's ring around the roses yet again. Julie was last spotted up towards the top silos. Dropped down. Surely spotted here. Fake out on the plant. Anna starts to creep forward, but it's Julie with the kill.
Yeah, another hugely impactful round from Julie. We saw it yesterday, in fact, so much from her stepping up and delivering. A player that in the past we haven't really highlighted as one of the kind of superstars that stands out on this roster and kind of carries through, but she's been phenomenal here in Dallas.
She's been the glue that's really been holding this roster together. When they need her, she catches up, comes in big. And that was actually a sensible mid-round from B4 because they slow things down. You feel like Black Dragons are going to rotate away, but it's the one piece of utility that Poppins throws that keeps them hanging around. Just the pistols. Halfie B. And for Anorex and Babs, they are very fast down B already, looking to get some control over towards Secret.
Goddess does win out the fight. Cost her a little bit. They can just walk around with these AKs. We'll know it's up against the lighter bite. Julie about to take contact, wins that one out. Again, further damage, and she's getting chased on down. So far, managing to do a good job. Nani very sharp with it. They can't get anything done, so the Halfie B ends up coming up dry.
It's been pretty decent variations as well out of B4. Aggressive in the pistol, ramp really being exploited. I feel like that's just because of the familiarity between these two teams. The fact that Poppins is just able to run full contact and take that kill. Black Dragon's definitely going to be on notice. Cammy with this AWP. Yet again, said before we went live, it needs to be her stepping up. Saw how well she performed in the morning. As you mentioned, of course, T-side AWP very difficult on Nuke. It's that CT side that needs to find impact. There's already a player out ramp again. You're not ready for it. Younger this time.
Yeah, they're just finding these timings, aren't they? Running on through. Getting ramp. And that's Babs that you're winning out against there. Such a key element for Black Dragons.
And this is just the slowdown. You got to remember that there's over a minute 20 left on the clock here. Younger's taking really good space, dropping utility, but you don't need to commit down in towards B. If you are B4, you can also reset up towards Heaven. Plenty of opportunity, but you're not spotting anything here.
Flashbang through. Younger gonna peek on down. Oh, this is weird. Lee. Okay, she does. Okay, Julie found that one. I think Poppins swung at the same time behind. That's why it looked a little weird. Someone has to run away. That dink, unfortunate. Cammy has an AWP, not a weapon for the retake.
Yeah, would be good to get a replay on that, but I think you're right. I think the trade spacing was really effective out of B4, and it's able to completely get rid of that little stack there. You've also got players on the bomb site being very vocal, so there's just a large amount of players you need to try and deal with there. Black Dragons, they fall at the first hurdle, and they are really struggling on this defense.
You're very top-heavy from them. Anorex putting on a great performance. Sinon and Babs a little bit behind. Whereas on the other side, very consistent across the team for B4, and that's always the case with this team. It always feels like at any moment, any of them could pop off. Moment it is Younger at the top of the scoreboard. Nani not far behind her, and that's kind of the expected, I think, scoreline when you look at this team.
Yeah, absolutely. The fact that Goddess as well is also pulling her weight. It is good to see. This has been flawless so far. Since the half swapped over, we've not seen a single defensive success here from Black Dragons. That needs to change.
Yeah, I think the change-up has to come with the AWP. I think we need to see Cammy getting involved, whether that's over towards ramp, which is being exploited consistently. Come and support Babs.
That'd be a really good variation.
She's over this way, and indeed is going to be going over towards ramp. Of course, yeah. B4 straight outside.
I was going to say, you kind of expect it, right? You know there's going to be potentially a variation coming in on the defense. You've exploited ramp now, what, 2-3 rounds in a row? And this is a taste of Black Dragons' own medicine, right? It's just very standard. You drop the outside smokes, you cross with pace. There's a little bit of a delay here for the rest of the B4 players. They're waiting to see what Goddess can try and potentially find.
Yeah, backing in towards Dark. Anna now repositions just to hold this through, expecting someone to be lurking there, but 3 players are tucked into that position.
Imagine if she had an incendiary.
Oh my god. That would have been quite the barbecue. Goddess is slowly making her way down.
This one's a boing, boing, boing.
Yeah, that's a big boing out. There's kangarooing it pretty hard out here. The slowest round we've seen of this series, but they're just going to creep in towards main. They found the gap. They walk on through. 4 players now collapsing on the side. Poppins finds one, but sitting on the back of the side is stepping up, but can't find the follow-up. Needed to get that kill on Tonati. Cammy in the heavens is going to be met by flames and has to fall on back. No way into this round. Unless they can find something. Anna is the one that strikes. Goddess falls. There's a chance here.
Limited utility. That's your biggest issue here if you're Black Dragons. You're all coming in from one direction. Another smoke thrown in your face. But they're going to pop through anyway. They're just going to charge in. But it's Julie yet again coming up with the goods. Anorex tries her best. It gets forwarded into the 1 versus 2, but it's still not enough. B4 with 13 and continuing their dominant streak on the T side.
What an impressive attempt with the retake though, right? The fact that it gets down to that 1v1 with Julie is kind of crazy. Anorex able to double up. She's trying her darndest out here. Almost, in fact, she is matching Younger at the moment. In fact, a little ahead.
I know you see it.
Yeah, there it is. It's the Mag 7, baby. Ooh, she's getting aggressive with it.
Oh, go on.
Yagi Maggie. Keeping on forward. A long range shot. Can she connect? No. Oh, has to fall back. Doesn't fire it. Remains silent for now. Repositioning and oh, Poppins, nice shot. Catches it on, walking on out, and Younger deals with the Mag 7. The excitement of the round dwindles. Still this double setup in towards Trophy, but unlikely to gather too much success.
These are the sort of rounds that actually just make me really happy because they're the most straightforward for a T side in B4, but they recognize the economic climate. They understand that they can just hold, they can make kind of the responses in this round because Black Dragons will try and play for a little bit of control, will try and get up in your face, and it's really nice discipline, and it's very good structure coming out of B4, which is essential if they do conquer Black Dragons here and make it through.
This is insanely disciplined.
Yeah.
It's a 5v2, and they are really waiting to see if Black Dragons are going to overextend on this push. Making no mistakes here. That's what you want to see.
Bomb has been planted.
Love it.
Just one remaining. Poppins does fall. It's just the 1 kill.
It might be boring, it might be disciplined, but it's patient, it's nerdy, it's Counter-Strike. That's a really solid round. That's B4 yet again, further extending their advantage. Now 2 steps away from taking Black Dragons' map pick of Nuke.
With Vertigo looming as the follow-up map, gets a little bit scary here for the Black Dragons. Some crowd support there for B4, a team that is no stranger to the stage here at ESL Impact. I've proven time and time again they can clash with the best. Almost took down Na'Vi Javelins yesterday, and honestly, by rights, should have.
Yeah, agreed. It really was those little mistakes, and we got to see another showcase of it, right? In the pre-game interview, you said that they've gone away and worked on them, but they're still creeping in here and there. A little bit of nerves, a little bit of pressure, a lot of important implications on the line. One of these teams will be eliminated, and one of them will progress through towards playoffs. This is a little bit aggressive. Goddess actually just burns alive, and Yarrick's on 6 points of health, and Anorex says thank you very much.
Yeah, you know what? Black Dragons are a little bit better at this event. I'm going to say it. B4 couldn't quite repeat what Black Dragons were doing consistently to them, so this might be that first CT round that's been eluding them. Cammy still over towards the ramp. As soon as she started playing that, they're not coming anywhere towards her. They have done so good at just avoiding her completely. Bab's under pressure, but it is alleviated very quickly. And, well, Julie might be the clutch queen of the team, but not that one.
That was a really impressive round of Counter-Strike coming out of Black Dragons there. That was really regimented in how they enforced that ping-pong of the contact as well in towards the A-bomb site. Every time you go into a different angle, it's a new one for B4 to try and face. That's a step in the right direction, but momentum still very much with this T side.
Come on, Cammy. Let's get that AWP active. She was such a dominant force on Mirage earlier today against HSG. Dismantled them. B4, such a high caliber of opponent. Pacing towards ramp. This might be the chance for the AWP to shine. There's one. Nani dropped. Cammy falls on back. That is going to be a lot of control given over to B4.
It is, but at the same time, is it that valuable? You've got 2 players in towards B already, and B4 are going to reset. They don't want to go B. They want to go up towards A, and Cammy is under even more pressure. Scoped in. It's the jump. It's a collateral, but it's no kill.
A collateral without a kill found. Devastating. Not quite the K&A trick, and Goddess overwhelms her. Only one player on the site itself. The fuse kit flew over the entire bomb site. What? It's got over the entire map. That's insane. Lee, now in the site, needs to step up, but it's only one.
It's so smart. It's so smart. And Black Dragons, the money. You can go for this. You know that a couple of players are low. AnaX, she's always the player for Black Dragons to get them back involved in the fight. Ooh. Molly. Good. Julie needs to reposition. Only tickles her toes for a little bit, but misses the timing on AnaX in main. And now they combine. Bab starts to creep forward. And there's 2 players at the back of the bomb site. There's also the elevation. There's no time now.
It's so unfortunate. If Anna had just held for a moment longer, she would have caught Julie on that push out. She's going to get these exits. Surely, clean kills. 25 to her name, but it's 15 on the board for B4. Map point on their opponent's map pick.
Got to credit them again. Praise the variations on the CT side initially for B4, and now it's the T side. It's the all reliable. You go back towards ramp, but there's a little bit of spice on the original recipe. You go in towards hell. Instead, you climb up the ladder at A, and you isolate Cammy, the AWP that's been struggling all map long.
It's so unfortunate. It felt like that she hit a collateral, and both players live with like 15 HP. That's the saddest collateral you'll ever see.
This is fast. From Black Dragons, AnaX trying to get involved, but it's Babs that finds Nani. That's a good start for the defense.
Yeah, that's the duo you want to see taking the control. Now Cammy creeping on forward. That smoke lands at actually a bit of an unfortunate time. She might have had an opening there. Instead, oh, Anna creeps on through. A slight gap gives her the kill. Younger spamming back though, does get the refrag.
Look at the space being taken outside for Goddess. It's all Goddess because she can walk through A main. The position that was being held by the AWP now compromised, and the net has been slipped. This is Goddess's round if she waits and bides her time. Flashbang, good enough for the information, but not for the kill.
Now they know where she is, so the element of surprise gone. And are you aware of 2 players behind Silo? That's unusual. Goddess decides to go venturing elsewhere. Babs is holding 4 Heaven Wrap though.
She could walk hell here and they could go ramp, and that's exactly what's happening right now. The split, the pincer is going to come in, and B4 are going to late play go B.
Potential even that she finds Babs in Heaven. Timing does miss. And yeah, Goddess able to walk around. They can group up here. Black Dragons have no info.
That's the thing. When do you give over audio?
Here
it's
it comes.
now. 20 seconds. And the reposition. Cammy was down B, and now she's up secret. No one's on B for BD.
No smokes, though. Going to be an uncomfortable plant. The Molotov goes down at least. That's going to give some space to work with. 10 seconds. Need to get it down. Just relying on the cover. And while nobody's here, everyone's coming through double. Young is low. That Molotov is beautiful. Lands at the right spot with Goddess falling, though. Poppins now has to deliver. The first kill goes her way, and the follow-up. Poppins is doing it all, but she gets dropped by the AWP. And Black Dragons stay alive on Nuke.
Yeah, they do indeed. And they all burst through. You think the Molotov is going to do enough, but it's just the player advantage for Black Dragons that gets them over the line. Poppins tries her darndest, but Black Dragons stay alive for at least one more.
Fighting for their lives out here, and this started with 2 kills going the way of the CTs. That lovely piece of aggression where Babs able to find that fight. AnaX getting the one through Squeaky. And a nice shot from Cammy there. Felt like Poppins was going to pull off an incredible clutch, but denied by the AWP.
There's just enough money to squeak together a buy for B4, but it comes with limitations. Galil's, a lack of utility. The Goddess taking a lot of space outside, and the bomb's on its way as well.
Yeah, just going for the full cross outside. No one's spotted. Cammy's peering on over, but they're long gone. Anorex is here. Drops the smoke. Actually going to creep on the other side in case they decide to flash on through, but plenty of time for the Tears. They can wait this one out. 2 players ready for the ramp wrap as well, so B, very much the destination here for B4. HE is pretty hefty. Look at ramp. It's been fully conceded. They can't believe it. They've been given this for free.
That's because of the control and the contact that's being felt down at Secret. Cammy under pressure yet again. That's the game plan, and that's the isolation.
Punished, and now A's under pressure. They come back up. Sidon's here, only good for the one. Not expecting the second player. But Nani, always good. Gets another, and it's on to Babs and Anorex. The 2 players you want in this position. Anna just jumps on through. Babs does the same. How does she win that out? Leaves it on to Anna now. 1 versus 2. Has the kit, the element of surprise as she walks through the hut. Nani's not looking the way. Oh, but in the heavens, Julie strikes on through, and B4 take Nuke.
So smart. The game plan was phenomenal out of B4. Understanding that Cammy is having a little bit of a weak one, and that's the vulnerability. Keeps pressing the issue on ramp, keeps finding the kills, and importantly, keeps rotating that defense.
Yeah, B4 strike first in the resilient.